Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Morning, Mark. Doing well.
Morning.
Fine.
Morning. Yeah, very good. Okay, do we have any more in the waiting room? Everybody's in?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning. So it is 9 o'clock straight up, so we'll get started this morning. I will explain to the Zoom audience how we'll be calling the docket. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera off after that and then announce yourself to the court, because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. At some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin. This is Monday, June 12th, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. And we'll start with Robert Ramirez Estrada. Robert Ramirez Estrada. Lester Gomez. Lester Gomez.
Judge in the hallway, he does not have Zoom.
Okay.
Counsel will stand speaker.
Okay, in the hallway. Okay. Okay. Matthew Eric Deliano. Matthew Eric Deliano.
Judge, we said number 3, 4, and 5 are jail cases.
Number 3, 4. Okay, I see. So
And
Matthew.
number 1.
Okay, and also Azaria Banks, jail case. George Benavides, also a jail case. Let's see, Mariah Pettis. Roger Ramirez. Nathan Godina.
Here, Your Honor.
Nathan, could you turn your camera on, please?
Here, Your
There
Honor.
you, thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Miranda, Monique Ardre. Miranda Ardre. Myra Rodriguez. Angela Agnes Cara.
I'm here for Myra.
Okay, she didn't answer, but I'll circle back around to it. Are you Myra?
Myra, yes,
Okay, Myra. Okay, thank you, Myra. Got you checked in. Angela Cara. Terrence Roberts. Jason Patrick Beatty. Jason.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go, Jason. Thank you. Got you checked in. Tanya Wyatt Frost.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Sebastian Cruz.
Present, Your Honor.
Sebastian, could you turn your camera on, please?
It's not letting me. It says unable to access camera.
Okay, I'll circle back around to it.
Yes,
Maybe.
ma'am. I'm sorry.
I'll circle back around to you, Sebastian. Maybe you can work on it in the end, okay? Try to,
Yes, ma'am.
Herbert Gonzalez.
Yes,
Michelle-
I'm here.
Herbert, could you turn your camera on, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Hello.
sir. Got you checked in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amy Michelle Davila. Elizabeth Ann Hernandez. Eric Alejandro Ortega.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Juan Roel Martinez.
Woo.
Did Juan answer?
Pleasure here, Your Honor.
The screen is not showing up.
Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes. Do you see him, Booker? I hear his voice. Huh? You see
Your
him?
Honor.
I see him.
There he is. There you
I'm
go.
here.
Thank you. Got you checked in. I got you checked in. Wendy Van Michelle Van Netter.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Wendy. Got you checked in. Travis Latham.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Council President, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Counselor. Charles Anthony Gonzalez.
Here, Your Honor. Judge,
He's present with counsel. We'll confer.
Okay, thank you, sir. Montronique Wilson, Montronique Wilson.
Here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Larry Stephen Guzman, Larry Stephen Guzman.
Present, Your Honor.
I'm present as well, Judge. Good morning.
Thank you, Counselor. Let's see, Arlette Alvarado, Arlette Alvarado. Paul Ibada, Paul Ibada,
Present, Your Honor.
Paul,
Yes, present.
Paul, okay, thank you, Paul. Got you checked in. Karina Marie Gomez, Karina Marie Gomez. Jesus Anthony Torres, Jesus Anthony Torres.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Could you put your camera, your face in the camera so that I can see you, Jesus? There you go. Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Jimmy Louis Cuellar, Jimmy Louis Cuellar.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Thomas Leonard Perry, Thomas Perry.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Jorge Garcia Munoz, Jorge Garcia Munoz. Ray Angel Isaac, Ray Angel Isaac.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Martin Zamora, Martin Zamora. Patrick Teeler, Patrick Cornelius Teeler. Sheila
I'm
Holmes.
here.
What is your name, sir?
Patrick Taylor.
Sheila Holm, Sheila Holm. Did she answer? Sheila, could you unmute your, okay, thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. German Ramos Torres, German Ramos Torres.
Judge, I am here for him. He was trying to log in. I'll double check with him. Okay.
Thank you, Counselor. I'll circle back around to it. Libya Morel, Libya Morel.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Gabriel Estrada, Gabriel Estrada.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Gabriel. Got you checked in. Christopher Jackson, Christopher Jackson.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Christopher. Got you checked in. And Sean Henderson, Sean Lee Henderson. All right. I will go back through this list one more time to call the individuals that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. So defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADAs on the Zoom. That would be Jonathan or Anthony. Even if you have talked to them last court setting and you have not changed your mind, you still want the same thing, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this County Court 12 case, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket. And I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives. And we cannot do this without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into one of the breakout rooms to get on the same page about the status of the setting this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you've talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that chat, that call, that email was about this setting today, I'll take that. I do consider that a confer. I would really highly recommend that that's what you guys would do. So when you get on the Zoom, when I get to the part about who was already conferred, you can speak up and we can quickly give your client a reset and release your client if that's what you so wish. But we're here now. So it is 9:10 now. Usually by 10 o'clock, we're more than 75% done with the docket. I say that to say we do try to move things along quickly in County Court 12. So defense attorneys, Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms. Please do not say or jump out of those breakout rooms to say no one has come to see me in the breakout room. So defense attorneys, right now, just please start sending those chats to Booker. Booker's going to line you guys up in order of how he gets those chats to go into the breakout room, okay? All right. So I'm going to go back through the list one more time. Remember, I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera back off after that, and then announce yourself to court, because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zoomed this morning, I do issue FTAs, that stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin again. I see Robert Estrada, he's a jail, he's in the jail. I'm assuming they haven't brought him over yet.
Not yet, Judge.
Thank you. Let's see, I'm just gonna skip over all the jail cases. Mariah Pettis.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mariah. Got to check there now. Roger Ramirez. Nope. How about Miranda Ardre? Angela Agnes Cara. Terrence Roberts.
Here, Your Honor.
Terrence, thank you, sir. Got you checked in now. Jason Patrick Beatty.
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Jason, you answered the first time. That was my mistake. You answered the first time. Sebastian Cruz.
Here.
Amy. Sebastian. Okay, thank you, Sebastian. Amy Michelle Davila. Elizabeth Ann Hernandez. Arlette Alvarado. Karina Marie Gomez.
Here.
Karina. Is Karina answering?
I was
Okay. This is you're Arlette, right?
yes.
Okay. I see her. Jorge Munoz. Martin Zamora. Let's see. German Ramos Torres.
Present.
Thank you, sir. I got you checked in. Thank you, sir. And Sean Lee Henderson. All right. Did I skip a page, Clipper? Seems like I did.
You got them all, Judge.
Okay.
Joe?
Yeah.
Joe?
Hold on. Let me finish speaking. Okay, I'll get to everyone in a minute.
Okay.
I've now gone through the list twice, and now I'll get to the part that if there's anyone here and they did not hear their name called at all, either time that I called the docket, please speak up now. So anyone here that you did not hear your name called at all?
Me, Judge, Your Honor.
Okay. Daniel Bernal.
Yes, ma'am.
Is he a recall booker? Daniel Bernal.
Yes, Judge.
Daniel, what day were you supposed to have been here? What day were you here last week?
I wasn't here last week. I was just told today by my public defender.
Booker, who's his client? Who's his attorney? Did he miss a court date?
Let's see. Who's your attorney?
I think it's Nell, public defender.
Yeah, it's a public defender.
I don't have his court date set until July 17th.
Daniel, your attorney's on the Zoom. Just stay on. We'll put you in a breakout room. You could talk to your attorney, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right, who's next?
Your Honor, right here. Your Honor.
Go ahead, speak, sir.
I just was confirmed by my attorney, Mr. Patrick Montgomery, that I was supposed to check in today. My name is George Benavides.
George. I think
Number 5, Judge.
Number 5. Okay. He must have gotten out of jail. Okay, George, we do have you checked in now. Thank you.
Okay.
You're on the Zoom. Anyone else?
Roger Ramirez.
Roger Ramirez. What case is Roger Ramirez? Oh, that's number 7. Roger Ramirez, could you speak up one more time? Roger
Yes,
Ramirez?
Roger. Yeah, Roger
Okay,
Ramirez.
thank you, Roger. Got you checked in now? Anyone else?
Ana Rivera?
Could turn your camera on, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay, and what is your name?
Ana Rivera?
Do you see that, Booker? Who's your attorney? Do you know your attorney's name?
Yeah, it's a Ryan. I don't
Oh,
remember
one
the
of
last name.
one of the public defenders.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see her on the docket, Booker? Let's see. I don't see her. Ma'am, did he tell you you had missed a court date and just told you to come on? Was today the date that he told you was your court? Did you miss a court date?
No.
Okay. Do you see her on the docket, Booker?
No, Judge. Do you know your case SIN number?
Not right now. If can you give me a second? I can go to my apartment.
No, you're fine. Stay on the Zoom, ma'am. Your attorney will be on soon, okay? Your attorney
All
will
right,
be still. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Is there anyone else?
Robert Estrada. Robert Estrada.
You're fine. We got you, Robert. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? All the jail cases are fine. Okay. We know.
May I address the court, Your Honor?
Yes, let me get through. Counselor?
Yes.
Okay. Who do you represent?
I represent Christopher Wilborn. I'm assuming he was an add-on. I was contacted by Booker regarding back time credit when we were present on June the 2nd.
What is that?
We resolved the case. Resolved the case that day.
What is that about, Booker?
So the ADAs need to go back on the record and clarify the amount of days that he had credit,
Okay.
so they needed to recall the case.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Counselor. Thank you for coming on with your client. We'll, as I move forward with the preliminaries, we'll take up your matter, okay? In a few minutes. Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Anyone else that did not hear their name called at all this morning? Anyone that did not hear their name called, you hear and you have not checked in yet? Because if you're not checking in, I write FTA by your name. We do issue warrants later in the day. So if you're on the Zoom, make sure that we know you're on the Zoom and make sure you do not leave the Zoom without myself or Booker giving you a reset date, okay? All right. So moving forward, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. The first rule being defense attorneys that are moving forward with the plea, remember 2 sets of paperwork. 1 set comes from the court, the other set comes from the district attorney's office. If you are not sure if your client has done all the paperwork, just please let Booker know. He can put you in a breakout room with your client. You can go over these matters. I don't want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. When I call the case, we discover that none of the paperwork or only part of the paperwork has been done. It's an easy solution. Just please let Booker know if you're not sure. All right. Also, defense attorneys, when moving forward with the plea with your client, please ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of Bexar County? I realize that San Antonio is a very touristy city. We get a lot of outsiders. But if that paperwork has been done today, that plea has been taken and it's getting sent over to probation, and the court is not aware that your client is not a resident of Bexar County, your client is going to get an automatic violation. A warrant will issue. Who needs that household at the beginning of probation? It's an easy solution. You can live where you want to live. We just need to know this. And then once the court knows, perhaps you live in Harris County, Travis County, or even another state, I can make the decision if the case should be transferred over to the county that you live in, or if I should allow that defendant to report to probation by Zoom. Just let the court know, please, okay? All right. Also, defense attorneys, if you have an MTR with your client this morning, I just see a few. Remember, besides talking to one of the 2 ADAs, you must also speak to Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, I do need to input from the probation department. Defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested at least twice for a DWI, that case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot mandate or order anyone into that program, but your client will be given the opportunity to talk to someone and be evaluated about what I consider issues and red flags of alcohol usage. Your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say that no one offered him help. Again, I tried to talk to him about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Besides presiding over County Court 12, I also preside over the mental health court. That too is a treatment specialty court. If anyone wants their case to be transferred to that docket, just let Booker know. He can get the referral process started. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been professionally diagnosed with a mental health issue. If they think that they're suffering from PTSD, bipolar, schizophrenia, severe anxiety or depression, etc., that is good enough for us. We will get them professionally seen by a doctor. I do run several dockets of mental health, one of the dockets being the PTD docket, pretrial diversion. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client's case get dismissed, it gets totally expunged from your client's record at no cost to your client. Just options for everyone. All right, so moving forward, are there any defense attorneys that have already conferred? They just need to give a report to the court and give your client a reset and release your client. Any defense attorneys that have already conferred?
Your Honor, Ed Bartolome, we've conferred, Your Honor. I'd like to reset.
Okay,
And,
what is the name of your client?
Marion, Marion, Marion Rodriguez. She was number 5 on the docket, I think.
Do you see it, Booker? Oh, number 10. Okay, I see.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're fine. You're fine. So what you got, Booker? I mean, Ed, go ahead. You confer.
We'll need a reset, Judge. We've got to confer with her. Take a look at the complete discovery and take a look at the videos, Judge.
Okay, no problem. What you got, Booker?
It's July 18th.
July 18th. Okay. All right, Miss
Judge.
Yes.
Judge, I will be in a specially set trial on starting the 17th. It's going to take a week, so after that would be better.
Okay.
July 25th.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you very much for court's consideration.
Myra Marie Rodriguez, your court date has been reset to July 25th, so you're free to log off. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on.
Thank you.
Are there any other matters that you have today?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counselor. You're free to log off also.
Last
Thank
week.
you. Are there any other defense attorneys that have already conferred? Any defense attorneys that have already conferred?
Yes, Your Honor, Mario Moreno.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Mario.
I have number 8, Nathan Godina. He's listed as number 26, but it's just the one. But number 8, he has 2 pending cases at this time. We submitted the request for screening for DWI court. We're just waiting for screening.
Okay, very good. What you got, Booker?
Mario, when did you submit that? You submitted a while ago, right?
Yes. Let me see.
I don't see any update nor any entry. I'm gonna email Mary Jane to see what's going on.
Do you want me to resubmit the referral?
You shouldn't have to. They should have it because once I get it, I send it over to her. I'll just send her an email, see what she needs, and then I'll put you in that email also.
Okay, I appreciate it.
But I'm gonna reset the court date to July 18th.
July 18th, yes, sir.
Mr. Nathan Godina, your court date has been reset to July 18th, so you are free to log off. Mario, do you have any other matters?
Yes, Your Honor. I also have number 19, Eric Ortega.
Okay, Eric Ortega, all right. What's going on with this case?
We're still waiting on the blood discovery for this case. Jonathan said that his office did receive an update from the Houston DPS office that the blood discovery was being sent out. It just has not reached the doorstep, I guess, of the DA's office. So he's checking in on that.
Okay, what you got, Booker?
July 20th.
July 20th, okay. Mr. Eric Ortega, your court date has been reset till July 20th, so you are free to log off. Thank you, sir, for coming on. Counselor, do you have any other matters?
I do. I have number 20, Juan Martinez.
Okay, Juan answered.
He is also awaiting screening for DWI court.
Okay, very good. What you got, Booker?
720.
720 also, okay. Mr. Juan Roel Martinez, your court date has been reset to July 20th, so you are free to log off. Okay. All right, Counselor, any more?
And last one is going to be number 31, Jimmy Cuellar.
Jimmy Cuellar. Okay. He
I
answered.
believe this is still a red file.
Okay. What we got, Booker, is it still a red file? What are the DAs saying?
They're awaiting for lab results.
Okay. Okay.
Jonathan did say that he's going to reach out as well to the felony prosecutor to see if they're interested in keeping these cases or not.
Okay.
724.
724, okay. Mr. Jimmy Cuellar, your court date is Mary set to July 24th, so you're free to log off, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Mario, any more?
And that's it for me this morning.
All right, thank you for coming on. You're free to log off too. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good one.
As it was the counsel, it was the attorney, what was her name? She had answered. Is she still on? Oh, Regina. Oh, there you are. Are you ready? You
Yes.
conferred already? You conferred?
Yes, I did confer. We'll need a reset, number of reasons, but basically still waiting to hear back from damage to a vehicle in an automobile accident and the
Okay.
immigration.
Okay. What is the name of your client? What is your client?
It's German Torres. He's number 38.
Number 38. Okay. All right. Very good. He did. He came on. Okay. What we got, Booker?
July 19th.
July 19th. Okay. Mr. German Torres, your court date has been reset till July 19th. So you are free to log off, sir. Counselor, do you have any other matters?
No, I don't. But the
Okay.
next reset, is that by Zoom or in person?
Is that a Zoom or in-person day, Booker?
It's a Zoom day.
Okay, thank you very much, Judge. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, Counselor. You're free to log off. Thank you also. All right. Any other defense attorneys that have already conferred?
Judge, I have not conferred. I'd like to be sent in to confer on Tanya Frost. She's here in person. We thought it was a live hearing.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay, Booker, put you in a breakout room.
all right, thank you very much.
No problem. Okay. Booker, the matter with the ADAs, can you put one of the ADAs, myself, in that into a breakout room so we can discuss this?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Ask one of the ADAs to join us.
Judge?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. This is Charles. I just want to advise you that the 2 MTRs are actually compliance hearings.
Oh, they are. So,
Yes.
okay.
So
Okay.
when at your convenience, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll take those up as soon as I finish this matter in the breakout room. Thanks, Charles.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, is there anybody there to answer a question?
Depends on what your question is, but how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm Daniel Burnell. I'm the one that wasn't supposed to be here today. I wasn't on the docket.
Okay, your attorney just came on. He's gonna talk to the state and we'll release you from there.
Oh, okay. So I stay on the Zoom?
Yes,
Okay, thank you, sir.
no problem.
Booker, I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry. Mine is a compliance hearing. Do I wait for like, do I have like a lawyer or anything that, or is it just? I don't know how that-
You will talk with Mr. Kimbrough and the judge shortly.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Adam Flores.
Mr. Booker, may I talk to Mr. Travis Walter?
Travis who?
My client, Travis Lathorn.
Okay, go back to number 4.
Number 4, yes. Okay.
So Booker, that case, we're gonna just put on the record the correction that we need to make. That's for Christopher Wilborn. I guess, Jonathan, do you want to just do it? It was just a J-say. You just want to do it all over again? I don't know if you guys did. Did y'all do a motion? You didn't do a motion to vacate. You just want to make the correction on the record?
Correct, Judge. Yeah. If it makes it cleaner, we can do it all over again, Judge. I don't know what as I think it really was something where the clerks were saying, hey, I can't give him the credit just because of what the system is showing. So I don't know, whatever we can do to make that possible.
Okay, so let's just start again, and then I'll stop and explain why we're doing this. I'll get that on the record too, so that the clerks can go off of that. So at this time, the court will call the case of Christopher Wilborn, cause number 686663. Will each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Jonathan Alvarado for the state.
Ruben James Reyes for Mr. Wilborn.
Good morning, Mr. Wilborn. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Judge.
Good to hear it. Are you the same Christopher Wilborn who's been charged with the prostitution case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilborn, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishment?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Mr. Wilborn, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain? Let's get it just on the record.
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine plus court cost, 180 days Bear County Jail with credit for 180 days served. We would ask the time and money rent concurrent, and we would ask the judgment be satisfied.
Okay. All right. Mr. Wilborn, how do you plead to this charge?
Plead guilty.
Okay, very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and accept as follows. We're going to move forward with a $0 fine, court cost, 180 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. And I want to say for the record that Mr. Wilborn was incarcerated in jail in Wilson County for over 232 days. A bond increase was issued, so the court is giving him credit for 180 days because the bond was increased. But for whatever technical glitches, it didn't appear in the Bear County that the bond had been increased. I'm saying for the record that the court is giving him a credit for the 180 days. So that is where that is coming for. So judgment is satisfied from both sides. Is there anything else from either side?
Not from the state.
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Good luck to you, Mr. Wilborn. Everyone is free to log off. And I hope this clears it up, Jonathan. I hope the clerks get this.
I think it will. I think it will, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Okay,
Thank
do we
you.
have any other, please?
No, right
Do we
now,
have-
Judge.
Okay, so those two, is Charles out?
Yes, Judge, he's here.
Okay, so the two compliance hearings, Charles, have you already talked to them?
No, I haven't spoken to them yet, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me pull those files. I think both of them did answer.
Yes, ma'am, they're both here.
All right, and okay, let me read the violation reports. Let's see what's going on here.
Now, did you have a question?
Yes, Booker. We're ready to plea on Robert Estrada. And if the judge isn't ready, could I please break out with Jason Batty?
Yes, let me put you in, Jason.
Charles, I don't have the violation reports. I don't think they're made it for Roger. Do for Mariah? It's not in supplemental report. It's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
in her file. Do you have it?
Let me check, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe I do.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It's dated 5/18.
5/18. It didn't come. It's not been put in the file. Like I don't have a hard copy of it. Do you have a copy that I could read? I just don't have it. It's not in the file. Her file. It's not
Yes,
in
ma'am. I have it right here. Would you like me to share the screen with you, Judge, or do you want to go into a breakout room and do it?
Let's see. Let's see. Booker, can you print that off? Is that violation report? Charles said it came out on 5/18.
Charles, if you send it to me, I can print out for Judge right now.
All right, I'll send it right over.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we'll move forward with Roger Ramirez then. Mr. Ramirez, are you on the Zoom? Roger? Unmute yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. So today, you know what today is? What are we doing today?
An MTR?
No, we're not doing an MTR. An MTR, if we were doing an MTR, you would be arrested, you would have a warrant. So
Oh, I'm
this is
sorry.
that's a motion to revoke probation, a warrant issues, you get picked up, to bond out, and get a lawyer and come to court. That is not what we're doing. We're doing a compliance hearing, which this is one step before the MTR. I'm bringing you
Okay.
back to court. You don't need a lawyer. I'm just having a chat, a lecture with you, an admonishment with you. I'm going to talk to you and hopefully wake you up to what's going on in your probation to prevent an MTR for issue. I'm sure you don't want to get arrested and go back to jail and have to bond out again, right?
Correct.
Okay, so what's going on here? The probation department sent me over a violation report saying, this is what he's doing, Judge, what do you want to do? So I read the violation report and I'll say, well, maybe if I can talk to him, maybe if I can have a compliance hearing, I can get him back on track. Because what they're saying is that you did get the ignition interlock, but you'll continue to drink. You're just continuing to drink because you just keep blowing hot rocks all the way. I've seen from April, May, all the way up until the last one being May 14th, May 15th. Sir, what do you think is going to happen if you continue on this path?
I'm assuming direct jailed.
Yep. I mean, this it's not going to be any happy ending. There is no happy ending to this path that you're on. You're going to keep drinking. You're going to keep driving. You're going to end up hurting yourself, someone in the community, someone in your family. God forbid that happens. It will not be a misdemeanor. It will then be a felony. I want you to think about the path that you're on and just continue drinking. Like, I don't want to see you in jail. I don't want to see anything happen to you. I don't want to see you hurt anyone in the community. I'm trying to give you a wake-up call because you have this chance. You are on, let's see. Yeah. You got 12 months of probation. And if you can do that successfully, this case can be closed out, that ignition interlock can be taken off. Sir, it's in your hands. I'm hoping that you will, the talk that I'm giving to you, you'll take this seriously and get, like, Charles, has he gone to any outpatient services yet?
No, ma'am, not yet. He's been ordered to outpatient with a private provider or Bear County outpatient treatment program. The recommendation from the officer is to send him to Lifetime Recovery's outpatient treatment program.
I just took an assessment, and I just needed to go sign in. They'll start me on the first Monday of the month.
So you've already did the top, Charles. You got that report?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ramirez, I'm hoping that you take this so seriously. I see the notes that they're saying what's going on in your family, what's happened, but this path that you're on is not going to serve you well, sir. It's not serving the community well. Like I said earlier, I do not want to have to issue a warrant. I know that, the economy is not great. Money is tight for everyone. No one wants to have to hire another lawyer, bond themselves out. Like, this is in your hands. I'm having a compliance hearing with you today. I'm not issuing a warrant. You don't need an attorney. I'm giving you this heads up, like, hey, if you don't get yourself back on track, this is what's going to happen. An MTR will issue, right?
Yes,
you understand what I'm saying? Okay, Charles, what is probation saying?
They just want to continue with intensive outpatient treatment through Lifetime Recovery and complete a BIP class. But
no, he doesn't have to do BIP. No, I don't want to put that BIP class on it for him. I want him to concentrate on the issues of the continued alcohol usage. So that's what I want that's what I want his attention to go to, is why is he continuing to drink even on probation? Okay, even with the threat of going back to jail. All right. Okay, so Mr. Ramirez, that tap you took, the recommendations, that's a program that's just for you, sir. That's to help you. If you lean into it, if you take it seriously, I think you can get a lot out of it. Okay.
Yes.
Because the next violation they send me will be, they'll probably send me an MTR, and they would, what that path is going to go. Warrants issued, having to hire an attorney, back in court again. Don't do that to yourself, sir. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. Okay. All right.
Your Honor, also I'd like to note that he has not completed any of his other classes, any of the DWI classes that have been ordered, and there's no documentation of sober support meetings.
Okay. Sober support meetings like AA meetings, Mr. Ramirez, they're everywhere across the city. Churches, clubs, everyone have those. And it's just, you can even do those on Zoom now. They want you to do those AA meetings. I want you to do those AA meetings. You can sign up for those literally everywhere, all over San Antonio, the four corners of this city. Okay.
I will look up on United Way to see if they have those numbers.
Yeah. You could you can Google where AA meetings where I live, and I guarantee you 50 of them will pop up. I deal with this a lot. They're everywhere. There's no excuse because they're on Zoom. You can even be attending one in Florida if you want to. They're literally everywhere. They're right there in your neighborhood. They're at churches. They're at different organizations. You can just say in my zip code, you will see so many pop up wherever you live. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Ramirez. Okay. So I'm no MTRs or anything going forward. I want you to lean into it with whatever day they're telling you to start this outpatient. Please start this outpatient services, sir. And those classes, the DWI, the VIP classes, you need to really start those classes too, because you don't want to wait till the last minute to start those classes. And then what probation is going to tell me, can we extend him another 6 months, Judge? He hasn't done any of the classes, the things that they were ordered. You can look at your paperwork and see that that I talked to your probation officer with the things, the community service, the DWI education class, the VIP, those things. Start them sooner rather than later, so that, do you want to get off probation? You want just 12 months to be extended to 18 months?
No, I sure don't.
Okay, so start in on those things, okay? Do yourself that favor. All right, thanks, Charles. All right, Mr. Ramirez. Charles, did you need to talk to him further? Or is he free to log off?
No, ma'am, he's free to log off.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, okay? All right, sir. Good luck to you, Mr. Ramirez, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
So now I'm gonna read, this is. Okay. Okay, let's see. Right. Let's see. Mariah Pettis, are you on the Zoom? Miss Pettis?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Pettis. So you know why we're here?
Yes, the compliance hearing, which I basically was listening to Mr. Ramirez's kind of
Yep.
same situation.
Same situation, ma'am. This is not an MTR. You don't need an attorney. I'm just having a lecture, a talk with you, trying to get you back on track. Because so you were put on probation February 16th. You have not done any of the classes. The TAP was scheduled. Charles, she missed the TAP. She did not do her TAP. Because I see it was scheduled for 5/12. Did she do it?
No, ma'am.
With
Okay.
the tab, I was
Mhm.
sent the because I even told my what's her name? Kincaid, Officer Kincaid.
Mhm.
I got the text message alerts for the reminders, but I never got the email for the actual Zoom. And I did tell her about that. So that's when she had went ahead and rescheduled it for me.
So what is the date that it's rescheduled to?
She said it was in August.
Do you, can
Yeah,
you
it's
see?
it's really behind. They're really behind.
Ms. Pettis, your violation, your supplemental report says that you're continuing to drink, you can continue to blow high brax, and you're saying that those violations are due to mouthwash and Robitussin?
No, two of them were, but that was like when I first got the little machine thingy. That's when I learned that was setting it off too. So I did talk to her about that, but me and her have actually had discussion as far as, I did drink. I do admit that. And that's, my fault, but she did tell me about it. She sent me information for AA groups and stuff like that for me to check out. So I know that's not entirely mouthwash and Robitussin.
Mhm.
Those were the ones that set off at first. That I did learn that those set that off, but I do admit that I did drink still.
So Ms. Pettis, if you're not on probation, where do you think you're going to be?
In jail.
Yep, two choices. You're in probation, you're not in jail, right? You have deferred adjudication. That means that you do not have a conviction on this case. But the path that you're on now, you're heading right into that direction that you are going to get a conviction. Like if it on paperwork, it doesn't seem to me that you're taking your probation seriously at all. Do you want a conviction for this case?
No, ma'am, I don't. But I did explain to her right now. I actually lost my job, so I'm trying to I fell behind as far as on bills and everything. I actually had my car broken into 3 times in 1 week. I have the police reports for that. I sent her the pictures of the damages to my car and things like that. So that also kind of set me back financially. So right now I'm just I got my car fixed and everything. I'm just trying to catch up on my bills so I can go ahead and start registering for the classes and everything like that. But I know I did
listen,
fall
ma'am.
behind big
Ms.
time.
Pettis, you can tell yourself, you can tell me every excuse. You're continuing to drink, car breaking into, bad things happen in life to people. How you handle those things is on you. This is your life. I mean, you got a case, you got an attorney, you resolved it, you got a deferred offer, it was a good offer, a chance to keep the conviction off your record. And how you going forward in that, how you handling this, that's on you. That's how you want to handle it. Like, if I was you, I would definitely be trying to keep this conviction off of my record. You can give any excuse in the world for why you're not doing what you need to be doing. I'm saying to you, this is your life. You're living this life. I'm here telling you that I'm giving you a heads up. Ma'am, you need to get yourself back on track. Do yourself this favor. Do not let this become a conviction on your record.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
You get this one heads up, the next time it comes around, it's going to be an MTR. You're going to get a warrant. You're going to have to hire a lawyer. You're going to get out. How is that going to work out? Just adding more trouble and money to what you're just telling me, the things that are already going in your life. I mean, you got to prioritize this. You're in it. Sacrifices are going to be made. You're in the judiciary, you're on probation. You're going to have to prioritize this. Look, if you had started doing well, next month, I would have already been getting a motion to move that device from your vehicle or whatever you're on. The device would have been gone. But now because of all this, it really looks to me like you haven't done anything. You got put on February, we were already in June, we're already in the half mark in June, and that we're going to have to extend you from 12 months to 18 months. Sometimes it goes up to 2 years. It's like, it's in your hand. I don't want to send you back to jail. I recognize that people got bills to pay and families to take care of, but this is your life. This is the case that you're on probation with. You have to think about that. Like, dude, like you're not prioritizing this at all. Like you want to say, I got a conviction I have a conviction for a DWI on my record, or this case I never got a conviction on this record. This case was actually dismissed. Because if you go that route, it will, when anybody pulls your name, it's going to say that you got this case, but it's going to say dismissed. I don't know how to make it any simpler than that. It's in your hands. I can give you all the advice, but you have to take that advice and work with it, right?
Yes.
It's your life. It's what you want. How bad do you want that deferred? How bad do you want this case to get dismissed? That's it. So Charles, what are they saying? What are the probation saying?
Probation's recommendation, Your Honor, is to amend conditions to register for BIP within 3 days. Now, BIP was ordered as a condition of a case, a previous case out of County Court 13 that was taken into consideration. That's why BIP was on there.
Sorry, I see that we dismissed the assault case and they still wanted BIP on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
And follow, and they I don't know how you can rush the tap, but they say rush the tap evaluation and follow our recommendations, extend the ignition interlock for 90 days. And it's something about holding DWI court in abeyance, but she's already been evaluated for DWI court and didn't qualify.
Okay, all right. I mean, why is this her second DWI or they just sent her over? Was that the second DWI, Charles?
This is my first.
Okay, so I usually don't order the DWI court first unless probation just wanted to order it. All right, Charles, I see what they want. So the TAP is coming up in August. So, ma'am, they want you to move forward with all those recommendations, which is probably going to be something along the lines of doing an outpatient service, right? And attending those sober meetings, like I told the gentleman before you. You Google it, AA meetings near my home, they're going to pop up. They're literally all over this city. You can attend AA meetings anywhere, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So that BIP class is something that you're really going to want to start because that class is like 25 weeks and it's like 5 months. And if you're not done with that class, they will be extending your probation. Like that is something you need to get entered into, signed up for right away because the whole class is just so long. It's just a long class. And I know they ordered that because of that case that they dismissed. All right, so they want actually to extend because Charles, she was due, like she took this probation case on February 16th. So August, she was gonna, July, August, she would be getting off her device, but now the probation is recommended that they extend that another 3 months, September, October, November. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay. And what else, Charles?
That was it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Pettis, that TAP that's coming up in August, please, please, please do not miss that appointment. Like, be on it, be proactive about it, call her about it. Make sure if it's on Zoom or if it's in person, you are there. Because if you miss that, then you see how far they set them out because that's how backlog they are in getting those evaluations done for all the courts that are ordered. When I say all the courts, I mean all the county courts, all the district courts. When they're ordering these TAPs, it's literally thousands of people. So if you miss it, you're gonna get set out for another. If you miss this August, your next one will probably won't be till around November or December. So please, whatever, do yourself that favor, do not miss that next appointment, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very well. Okay, anything else, Charles, that you need to talk to her before she's logged?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'll put her in a breakout room.
Okay, very well. Thank you. All right. Good luck to you, Miss. Good luck to you, Miss Pettis, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Cranberg. Danielle. No.
Hi, Booker.
Sorry, I'm here.
Could we please reset Jason Beatty? He's almost ready to take the plea, just making sure that the paperwork is complete on the upfront classes and stuff.
All right, we set it to July 12th.
Thank you so much. Okay, Jason, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
You have a good day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Can I leave?
Yes, you can go.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Sorry, Booker, could I please break out with Corina Gomez?
Hello?
Excuse me, Josh.
She is not on my docket.
Okay. Wait, not on your docket or not here?
No, I'm not in court.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you. I'll just wait for the plea with Robert Estrada.
Booker, did you see that chat from Maria Jimenez? Is there a Maria Jimenez on the docket today? You see the chat?
Yes.
No, this is Ana Rivera. It's my friend. I am on my friend's phone.
What is your name, ma'am? Say it again.
Ana Rivera?
Is that on the docket today? She on the docket? Ma'am, who's your attorney?
It's Ryan and Red. I called already with him, and he say they move my case for August 1st. So is that okay if I leave that chat?
Her case is set for July 21st. So
okay. Was she on the docket today?
No, Judge.
Okay, ma'am, yes. Did you hear when your court date is? July 21st?
Okay, July 21st. I think it's August 1st.
No.
Okay, July 21st. Oh, July 21st?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a Zoom or in-person day, Booker?
That is a Zoom day, Judge.
Okay, that's a Zoom day. Okay, ma'am, you're free to log off. That is your next court date, July 21st on Zoom, okay?
Thank you so much, Judge. All right, thank you so much, Judge.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Anthony?
What's up, Booker?
Let me reset Andrew's cases real fast, but number one, you guys ready on that one for Robert Estrada?
Yes, all paperwork should be signed already.
Okay. Andrew, what you got?
Me? I sent you the chats.
Oh, well.
I need to meet with Roberts, then Terrence Roberts, then Angela Cotta, then Jonathan Alvarado, then Charles.
Terrence Roberts?
Yes.
All right. No, just you weren't listed on your name. I just need to make sure I got the right person.
Okay, cool.
Andrew, go back to number 3 and I'll put him in there with you. Judge, whenever you're ready, we got a plea ready for number 1, Robert Estrada. Ryan,
Yes, can I please get a reset for Sheila Holm, who is applying for PTD? And can I also get paperwork for Matthew Diana?
you send me his email.
He's in custody.
Matthew, who?
Diana.
That case has not been filed.
They Jonathan said they filed it this morning.
I'll check on it. So for Sheila, you said she's going for PTD?
Yes.
All right, that'll be July 21st.
All right, Sheila, your next court date is Friday, July 21st. That'll be by Zoom. We're just getting reset for your PTD application. So we'll I'll reach out about that and its progress a little bit later, okay?
Okay, heard you.
And then for Elizabeth Hernandez, to my knowledge, she's currently in the hospital right now, and I'm working on procuring any sort of proof that she's in the hospital to send your way.
Okay. Now, do you have more resets or are you just waiting for the plea?
I'm just waiting for the plea.
Okay. Victoria. Victoria. Andrew.
I have a few things to report back on, and I would like to see if I could speak with Charles in a breakout room. Would you like me to tell you what's going on first, or do you want me to talk to Charles first?
Go ahead and talk to Charles first.
All right.
Miss Cruz.
Thank you, Booker. I've conferred. I have a new offer. If I can have another pretrial conference reset.
All right. I'll reset it to July 14th.
July 14th, Sebastian Cruz. Is he excused?
Yes, he's free to log off.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
7:24.
Stephen, how's it going?
Hey, I just need the, we've got an agreement on Mr. Ray Isaac. I just need the paperwork. Jonathan's gonna send me the discovery acknowledgement, so I just need a room with Mr. Isaac to go over the paperwork.
All right, can you send me his email?
We'll do that right now.
And then I'll put you guys in a room and go from there.
Hey, Booker. Did you happen to double check on that case file?
You're good.
Okay.
Andrew.
Yes. If someone. I'm not on mute. Hey, what's going on? Okay, so can I approach the judge on a matter that's not on the docket at this time? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go one by one. So, Mr. Roberts, Terrence Roberts,
Mhm.
the cases are going to be dismissed. Ready?
Let's see. Okay.
Then Miss Cara, Angela Cara, we're going to reset those for um, trial.
July 11th.
Can I do it 2 weeks after that? No, I can't do 2 weeks after that. July 11th, July 25th would be good. I have 11 settings on July 11th. So could I do maybe July 25th?
Yeah.
Thank you. Angela Cara, reset for July 25th. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, who else did you have?
Mr. Coordinator,
Yes.
may I approach?
Good.
Hey, on 699764, can you send me the plea paperwork for them for hit this guy? We're gonna do a JSAT.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew, what else you got? Okay.
I have worked on a couple things with the DA, but I'd like to approach on Holden Schilling. I just emailed the request for early termination of probation. It's not in the docket. So I understand if I have to wait, considering
Okay.
all the people with their hands raised. Oh, I didn't send it.
All right, we'll get you in a moment, Andrew. Mr. Hunt.
We do have a new offer on this case, John J. Hernandez, 702-747. I would like just a short reset, maybe 2 weeks to investigate one thing, go over the offer with him and decide if we'll accept it.
Your client didn't appear today.
He didn't. Okay, let me see if I can get him to log in.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Booker.
Yes.
I'm just wondering, did my lawyer speak or say anything?
Not yet. She hasn't appeared yet.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon.
Yes, sir.
All right, your case was, let's see.
It's Banks Azariah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Let me pull. Let me pull the file. We have an ADA. Because it looks like there's a motion that you filed. The judge wanted both parties to. She wants to talk to both parties about.
Okay. Do we know what, well, I don't know if we're gonna talk about it here. Who
No,
filed
I'm not
88?
gonna- I'm sorry.
88 filed the motion? The 88 filed the motion?
There was
Or
a,
we just-
motion for a bond reduction, I believe.
I think she's out though. Let me double check my notes.
I still show her in jail.
Okay. Yeah, if I can talk to ADA, that'd be great.
Okay, sounds good. No. Is Sarah May, have you seen her this morning?
Sarah May? No, I haven't.
You know if she's here?
I can go to her office and check.
If so, can you have her to come down to my office, please?
Okay, one moment. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna check.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Let's say prosecute again. I'm sorry?
Who's that, Cornelius?
Yeah, could you put me in the room with the prosecutor again?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, Booker.
Yes.
They kicked me out. Was I supposed to come back?
No, your court has been reset to 7/14. You're free to log off, sir.
What was it? Excuse me again?
July 14th.
July 14th. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Booker, are we ready
Yes,
to
sir.
move forward on Robert Estrada?
I'm waiting for Nell to come back, and as soon as we get an 88.
Okay, I'll be right
I'm
with you.
ready. And Sarah's coming.
Okay, we're just waiting for 88, and then we'll move forward with your plea.
Why did she say Sarah's coming?
She is supposed to be doing a Padilla letter for number 2 on the docket,
Okay,
and Jose Rocha and her need to talk in regards to
okay,
that.
okay, all right.
Booker, when you get a moment.
All right, Brenda, what's going on with your client's case?
Right now, we just want a continuous felony pending. I'm not going to approach, I talked to prosecutors about the bond issue and we're going to hold on to it for a second.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she's currently still in jail, so I'll just get a reset until next month, July 25th.
July 25th. Got it. Thank you, sir.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Ryan, are you back?
Okay, okay, I think we have everyone out now, so everybody ready to move forward on Robert Estrada?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So at this time, the court will call the case of Robert Ramirez Estrada, cause number 709312 and 710001. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Nell Smith for Robert Estrada.
All right, good morning, Mr. Estrada. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, Mr. Estrada, you're on mute.
He has to call someone over to unmute. There you go.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay. Very good. Are you the same Robert Estrada who's been charged with a criminal trespass and another criminal trespass?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss both of these cases with your attorney?
Yes, I have, ma'am.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Estrada, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get a chance to go over that document with your lawyer?
Believe we have.
I mean, did you or did you not?
Yes, we have.
Did you understand that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes.
Mr. Estrada, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am, I am, Your Honor.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. And the terms are going to be a $0 fine, court costs, 14 days, Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, judgment to be satisfied. The state also agrees to take into consideration cause number 710001, criminal trespass.
Okay. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Estrada, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $0 fine. Court costs 14 days of Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. We're going to TIC, cause number 710001. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Estrada, if you do not have anything else holding you there in jail, you should be let out later today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. Everyone's excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on. Good luck to you, Mr. Estrada.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you.
All right, so let's move forward with the next case is Ray Angel Isaac. Ray Angel, everyone ready for that case?
Yes, Judge.
Give me just a second on that one, Judge.
Okay.
Ready, Judge.
So at this time, the court will call the case of Ray Angel Isaac, cause number 699722. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Stephen Gilmore for Mr. Isaac.
Good morning, Mr. Isaac.
Good morning, Judge.
Are you the same Ray Angel Isaac who's been charged with a DWI?
Correct.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, I have.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Isaac, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
That's correct.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, I signed all of them right now.
Okay. Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Isaac, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
That's correct.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor, and the terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 10 months deferred adjudication, 40 hours community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP eval, and compliance with all recommendations, and ignition interlock for half term. Actually, for 6 months. I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Isaac, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
That's correct.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Bond has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $500 fine, court costs, 10 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, the VIP class, top evaluation, and follow our recommendations. Ignition interlock for 6 months, 40 hours of community service, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Judge, I forwarded completed certificates for the DWI education program and the victim impact panel to CLO Kimbrough in the court.
Thank you for letting me know. I'll notate the file. All right. All right. Anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right, great. There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Isaac, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
No, it's okay, Judge.
Okay, very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Isaac. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you,
Thanks much.
Counselor.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Ryan,
Yes.
you're back for your plea.
I don't have any other pleas out. Did you sit any more up here, Booker?
I'm gonna come grab it for you, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Which one's that one, Booker?
That's the Delano plea, or sorry,
Number
Delano.
3.
Got it.
Or
Booker, how many days in?
nine.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody ready to move forward on Matthew Diano?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, ready.
All right. Let's see, here we go. All right. At this time, the court will call the case of Matthew Diano, cause number 710096. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Ryan Arnett for Mr. Deliano.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Deliano. Are you there, sir? Where is he?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, the case, the jail case. All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, ma'am.
Good to hear. Are you the same Matthew Deliano who's been charged with failure to ID?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Way?
Your Honor, I apologize. I'm not able to hear you at all. There's a background noise.
The court reporter's not either.
Okay, he muted himself. Okay, we'll start over. Mr. Dayano, were you able to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dayano, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. And the terms of the agreement are going to be a $0 fine, court costs, 9 days Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, judgment to be satisfied.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Dayano, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest, ma'am.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And also punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on a $0 fine, court costs, 9 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Sir, if you don't have anything else they're holding you in jail, you should be out of jail later today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Very well. All right, everyone is excused. Thank you for coming on, counselor, and taking care of this matter. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I don't have any more pleas. Is that the last one? Booker?
Sorry. Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, I'll be right here.
Hey, Booker.
Yes.
I did get a letter from someone who's from a doctor where Elizabeth Hernandez is. So I'm gonna bring that down to the court and show it to you a little bit later this afternoon, probably around
Okay.
12:30 or 1 o'clock, if you don't mind holding off on the FTA for Elizabeth.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I will see you guys later.
Sounds good. Leslie.
Yeah, can I get into a room, breakout room with my client to go over the paperwork?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, Booker. Hey,
What you got,
Booker.
Leslie?
Hey, my guy needs help with the computer, and he's got he can't understand what I'm trying to tell him, and so he's just sitting there. Is there any way for you to contact the guard to give him a hand at the jail?
Yeah, let me see what I can do.
Thanks.
Adam Flores. Adam. Booker. Anthony.
Yes.
Did you happen to talk to David Vogt?
Volk?
What's up?
I
David
said
Volk?
Anthony, not Andrew.
Oh, I heard Andrew. Wait, tell me when it's my turn to talk.
Did you talk to David Vogt?
Vote on what case?
Larry Guzman, number 25.
No, I did not speak to Mr. Volk. Why, what's up?
He was on. I know he must have talked to.
You must have spoke to Jonathan. Jonathan logged off. He's working on emails right now.
Yeah, he didn't give me an update, and his client still here.
Let me see. No, I'm not seeing. Let's see.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes, Mr.
Harry?
Flores.
I'm sorry. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Flores.
So I haven't got a reset yet. So I tell the client, look, let's see the video first, but he wants to see the video, right? So see the video, and whatever you want to do is up to you, right? Be your decision. If you want to take a trial, that's fine. Take a trial, and if you want to plea out, you plea out. So on the next setting, I'll let you know for sure.
Okay. And Booker, as far as Guzman, was that ever, let me see, was that ever referred to DWI court? It was?
Yes, it was. I don't show any update or anything, but it was referred over.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not showing an update or anything. I do see that this is a second. I guess we're just waiting on if it's going to go to DWI court or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry Guzman.
Yeah, that's for.
Yeah, I was going. Booker.
Good. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a 30-day reset. Your attorney was on. He conferred with the other prosecutor, but never to give a report. Looks like your case was referred over to DWI court. I want to email Mary Jane and see what's going on with that. But for the time being, I'm gonna reset your case to July 19th.
Okay. Well, thank you for updating me.
Not a problem. You're free to log off.
right, bye-bye.
Bye. Adam Flores, what were you saying?
Yes, Booker. My client wants to see the video, and I think one more reset would do. One more reset. He was up, and he's gonna make a decision to plea out on the next setting or take it to trial.
All right, July 19th.
July 9th. That'd be fine.
All right, you and your client both free to log off.
Thank you, Booker.
No problem.
Thank you.
Just a little bit, not too bad.
Hey, Booker, I'm the only one on the Zoom now. Between me and Jonathan, I'm gonna step away for just a second, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Wendy,
Yes.
have you ever heard from your attorney?
No, sir, I haven't. And he didn't even call me to let me know I had court either. He usually does, but he didn't.
Huh. Okay.
Booker, are we, do we have any pleas or are we winding it down?
Yes, Judge, we're winding it down.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Judge Andrew wanted to approach you on an off-docket matter.
Okay, do I have the file?
Andrew, let me get that for you, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, it's an MTR.
Okay.
Well, that's not an MTR.
Okay.
So my client.
Wait, what's the case number, Andrew? Case number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the one I emailed you just about. It's Sid. Case number is 695260. 695260. Sent motion early terminate probation this morning.
Okay. Well, what did you want to approach me on about that?
Well, Judge, if you read the motion, it's pretty self-explanatory. My client signed up for a probation for evading back in November. He was in continuous custody because that plea, he wanted to start his probation but couldn't because he was on parole.
Okay.
Parole took him and sent him to ISF for December, January, February, March, part of April. So since he's been released since April from ISF, from continuous custody, gives him about 6 months credit, day for day, total about a year. So we're asking, in the interest of justice, if you could just basically revoke his probation. The problem is, I talked to Charles about revoking his probation, saying, hey, you guys revoke his probation. They haven't filed an MTR. They haven't filed a motion for early terminate. They haven't filed for a compliance hearing. They haven't done anything. I would have just pled him to an MTR, but none exists, and none is going to be forthcoming from the probation department. So we're asking, instead of revoking him and sentencing him, to just allow him to early terminate from his probation, considering the time served that he has, in the interest of justice.
Well, I mean, was that time served for the probation, or was that time served for another case?
It was on his parole, but he's been in custody. So you sentenced him to probation, but instead of being released from custody, he's been in continuous custody. Well, was in continuous custody from basically November all the way through April. So now we're going to start his probation. That makes no sense. It makes a lot more sense to give him credit for time served, being the time that he served.
Well, I mean, I couldn't make a decision. I'll always send those matters over to probation, and I consult with Charles, and then we talk about it. And so Charles will see it. Booker, that file or that motion, make sure, Charles, do you have it already?
You're on mute.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, all right. So I hear what Andrew is saying about his client was in continuous custody, and Andrew says that he wants to get credit and just terminate the probation. I'll look at it, and you look at it, Charles, and then tell me, how do you guys usually move forward in these cases?
This is the first, Judge. So we're setting a precedence.
You're welcome. Charles, can you just basically tell Judge what we had kind of discussed and where you're at?
Well, Judge, we originally tried to file, I approached the manager and the CSO about filing MTR because he hadn't reported. But the manager, they have a policy now in place where they consider that stacking violations, and they didn't want to violate him because he had just gotten out and only been out 2 weeks.
Okay.
In order for him to get to the process of MTR filing, he would have to be out for 90 days with no reporting.
Okay.
So that's why the MTR has not been filed.
And so, Judge, with that 90 days no reporting, I want to address that before we just say, like, whatever. In my opinion, he is asking the court to do something. He called his probation officer on Friday. He let him know, like, my attorney filed this motion Thursday to terminate my probation, and is kind of saying, like, I mean, if you want my client to report and still ask to be revoked, we can do that, but that seems congruent since we're asking him to do, you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't even hit a full 90 days.
Why can't he just do his probation? He pled to this.
Well, because he's been on parole, and I did a full 6 months. You can't really sentence him to a whole lot more.
That parole had nothing to do with this case.
Money.
That parole had nothing to do with this case.
That's fine, but money, I think, would be a simplest answer. He doesn't want to pay probation over $1,000, $1,500 in probation fees if he's already got the 6 months credit.
Why should he get a break for another crime because he picked up a crime here that he's on probation for? Like, I'm not really
No, I hear what you're saying, because why should he get a break? But I think that in the interest of judicial economy and the interest of justice, that he's served a period of time in custody, and we have to give him credit for that custody, right?
But that had nothing to do with my case. That was on another case, another court.
So if you decide to max him out and give him the maximum allowable punishment by law, that's fine. We can total up the amount of time he was in custody during the pendency of this case, and I bet it'd be pretty close. So if that's what you want to do, then I'll bring him in and do that.
Look, if I'm just following the law, he was having that whole parole thing on another case. He took a plea in this court. That time he spent in parole had nothing to do with my case. Like, that's on that other case. What court was that parole out of? What violation, what parole was he doing? What court was that?
I would have to find out, Judge. I have no idea.
What I'm saying is that has nothing to do with my case. He finished up that, and he pled to this. No one told him to plead to this case in County Court 12. He pled to that, and his whole was like really just, his probation is just really put on hold, and now he's out, and now he's going to do his probation. That's what him and the attorney that signed him up to do did this.
Yeah,
right?
And if that attorney was me, I would have advised him differently, because I would have told him, when you take this, because he took it from custody. So my understanding was he took it from, actually I have it right here. So my understanding is, and this is looking from the records that we have in front of us,
Uh-huh.
he was appointed a public defender on October 31st. Complaint received, released from deferred adjudication on the 8th. So he was booked on the 21st. He was appointed on the 31st. He was released and pled to deferred on November 8th. So that person who represented him for less than 10 days. He pled to defer adjudication on 1 year of deferred on November 8th. It was granted. And then he was not released from custody at all on this. It didn't show that he was released from custody. So he was in custody.
He was in jail,
specifically.
parole, right? Another matter for parole hold, right?
Right. But he was in custody during the pendency of this case. So my understanding under Chapter 42 is that he is presumptively entitled to the amount of jail credit he was in during the pendency of this case.
No,
so he's serving.
That is not true, Andrew, because
It's
that
not
was
true?
for this. That's not for this case. That's for the other case. I mean, we do it because, like, it just, in the interest of justice. But I know what you're trying to do here. But really, that other case had nothing to do with this case. I mean, I'll talk to Charles and we'll work out something to get.
And that's fine. And let me know, Judge. I wanted to approach. This is why I'm approaching off docket at the end of the morning. Is like I filed the motion. I told my client. He said, "Man, I don't have the money to do this probation." And I said, "That's cool. You have enough credit to where I think you're close to being maxed out. So let me talk to the judge about it." And then I'm looking for
like Booker. How many days does he really have credit for County Court 12 case? Booker on? Anybody,
No, Judge,
Charles?
I think he blanked out.
There he is.
There he is.
Booker, how much credit does he have for this case in County Court 12? 695-260.
$61 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for 61 days, Judge, I mean, you and I've been in your court long enough to know in an evading case, 61 days.
Yeah.
Not.
Look. The issue is your client, that previous attorney did this. This is done. This is here. This is what we're dealing with. Like, he should have been done, but it was done. That's what we're dealing with. Charles, let's see how we can work this out, okay? But I talk about the name. But Andrew, I got to finish up my docket and I'll deal with this case, okay? By the end of the day.
Do you want me to log back on or just show up tomorrow?
No. I'll make a decision by the end of the day. Booker let you know and let you load for your client. But I have so many other matters, and then I have to go in about 40 minutes or so. I have to go into the mental health docket. So I got to time to eat a little sandwich, you guys, or something. But Booker, I still see so many cases on the docket where these not. What's going on here with so many? I still see so many defendants on the docket.
Judge Angela Blake is finishing up with talking to Jonathan, and these are her people.
Oh, all of these? Well, I see.
Except for George Benavides, I'm about to reset his case.
Okay. So I see Herbert Gonzalez, Wilson, Arlette, George. Who are these? These are all Angela's cases. And so Leslie's going to recall. We're going to recall his case or are you going to send it to jail court?
Let me just double check the charge on that.
Okay.
Yes, I can send it to jail court. It's a criminal trespass.
Okay. I'm gonna finish writing up these pleas on this end, and then so we can, when we get everything, we can reconcile hopefully in the next 10 minutes. All right.
Sure, Judge.
So, look, just curious, what's going on?
I'm gonna send your case over to the jail court.
Okay.
We're getting ready to end docket. Judge has to get off the bench shortly.
No, I understand. That's fine. So does that mean I'll get called tomorrow? Is that what it is? Or just a different date?
I can do that. You're gonna come by the courthouse tomorrow. Come by the court tomorrow, and we can do your plea on the screen. I will record your client's case for my court tomorrow, so just come by tomorrow.
I'll come by tomorrow. Okay, thanks you.
And
Thank you.
since all the paperwork is done, then it'll just be a matter of.
Yeah, you should have the paperwork.
Yeah, all right, just be in kind of quick tomorrow.
Yeah, the paper.
We can
the
take care of
paperwork
everything.
should be done.
All right,
Okay.
have a good one. Mr. Benavides,
Yes, sir.
you're in San Antonio, correct?
No, sir, I'm in Comal County.
All right. Let's see.
He's close enough to appear in person, Booker. Comal is not that far.
Okay, sir, show up to the courthouse tomorrow. And then the matter that your attorney has on your case, we'll get it addressed tomorrow before Judge House.
Okay, show up to which court? Which court?
County Court 12?
County Court 12 tomorrow?
Yes,
Okay.
sir, and by 9 a.m.
9 a.m. tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I noticed my attorney didn't show up today.
He's stuck in a felony court. I did talk to him. He did come by the court and give the court an update, but we'll call your case for tomorrow and you'll be taken care of then.
Okay, yeah, because we haven't even discussed for trial or anything, or.
Yeah,
you
you get a chance to meet and talk with him tomorrow.
Okay, all right, we'll do. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Blake.
Morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Morning. So I've got 3 cases. We need resets on all of them. Two discovery issues and one I have an offer that I want to talk to my client about.
Okay.
And I'm out of town until the 24th of July.
I do the 25th.
I'm getting kind of packed on that date. Is the 27th available?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody wants to schedule your cases when you come right back from vacation.
Yeah. So may I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. You and
Thank
all
you.
your clients are free to log off.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Herbert Gonzalez, Machnik Wilson.
Yes, sir, that's it. I got you.
Did you get your reset day, sir?
The 27th, right?
Correct.
Thank you.
Not a problem. You're free to log off.
All right.
Machnik Wilson,
Yes, sir.
did you get your reset date, ma'am?
No, sir. I have not been in touch with the attorney.
She's gonna reach out to you and give you a call. Your reset date is gonna be July 27th.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
If you haven't heard from your attorney, by Friday, go ahead and give me a call so I can reach out to your attorney and provide her with updated contact information.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Soroto,
Yes.
did you get your reset date?
Um,
Did you hear me when I said it or no?
did you say my last name, Sorto? I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes. July 27th, right?
Yes, you're free to log off.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Hey, Booker, what happened with Benavides?
I'm calling him for tomorrow.
Okay, for tomorrow.
Yeah, Pat is stuck in